My first 3D art project was made for the Endless Engines challenge, and of course, it didn't even make it to the top 100. But it was a good experience, and it was really fun, not gonna lie. So that's why I made another car-related 3D art project. Code name, Project, Car 2.0 something. So for the idea, I wanted to use Unreal Engine 5 to make this one. I thought of this 3D art that Punisher made, and so I wanted to make a forest environment with a ton of foliage surrounding it. And I also wanted to put a car in the middle. I don't know why, don't even ask, it just seems cool. Okay, yeah. After that, I went to Sketchfab and found this beauty right here. And it was free.
Nice.
So, you know, I'm gonna borrow it. Now, I need to import the model into Unreal Engine. Seems simple, right? I mean, it's just import models. How hard can that be? And of course it was hard. Only for me though, I think. I opened the model in Blender, then exported it as an FBX file, then opened it in Unreal Engine. I wanted to manually add the car materials inside of Unreal Engine, which didn't really go as planned. The textures that were provided weren't enough, I think. Maybe I was dumb, I don't know. And there were texture maps that I didn't know how to add to the main material node. Even for the ones that I know, it still looks flat. So I went back into Blender. I tried installing the Sketchfab add-on, which allows me to import 3D models from Sketchfab directly into Blender. Not gonna lie, you know, it looks pretty good. After that, I exported the model with the material, and it still didn't work.
Bruh.
At this time, I was thinking if there was even a plugin in Unreal Engine that allows Sketchfab to import models directly into Unreal Engine instead of having Blender as the middleman. And there was one, but it was only for Unreal Engine 5.0, and I was using 5.1. Yeah, I even tried installing it in 5.1 just to see what would happen, and of course it didn't work. Fab was also another solution. It's like a built-in marketplace browser for Unreal Engine, which includes all the assets from Quixel Megascans, Sketchfab, and ArtStation. But it hasn't been released yet. But then, I found this video. He told me to export it as a GLTF file because it saves the texture data or whatever. I did that, went to Unreal Engine and enabled the GLTF important plugin, imported it, and it actually works. Kind of. Yeah. Not exactly the same as the original. The color was off and the small details on the textures were also gone. Then I found this plugin called Send to Unreal, which lets you send models from Blender directly into Unreal Engine without needing to export and import. You can even change the model's property from Blender, and you can quickly load the change into Unreal.
To bring it down like this, and now if I just go to pipeline, export and send to Unreal, you should see it that is smaller in here as well.
And of course that didn't work as well. And after contemplating with my life choices, I thought of another method, which is called baking. Not that baking. I'm talking about texture baking. I tried doing it, but it didn't really work. For some reason, when I did the Smart UV project onto the image plane, the material of the car scaled up. I don't know why that happened, so I just gave up trying to do it, because it would take too long, and I felt like I was going to just jump off a bridge. So that's why I resorted to the simplest solution, which I should have just done since the beginning of time. And it was just to create my own material for the damn car. Yeah, that was it. I added the material for the chassis, downloaded the carbon fiber from Ambient CG, slapped it onto the car, made the glass material for the windshield and headlights. The logo was just the 2D plane, which was not normal for a car to have. So yeah, I browsed through Sketchfab and somehow managed to find a 3D model of the Mercedes logo. Yeah. What? Then I borrowed the model and put that onto the car. I made the grills black and worked on the wheels, and voila! The car is finally done. After that, I set up the camera so that I can start building out the environment. For the landscape, I chose 3 materials: dirt, leaves, and rocks, which was a waste of my f***ing time. I was gonna add plants all over the place anyway, so there was no need to make, the ground very detailed. Just their texture was fine, to be honest. Oh, and I just found out this cool trick for Megascan materials or any other PVL materials. Go watch this video right here by cinecom.net. It'll be worth your time, like, trust me. Anyways, the next thing I did was adding trees. I placed some trees and immediately, my computer was screaming for help. The trees have too many triangles because of the leaves, and I didn't want my house to be on fire. So, I went to grab some tree trunks and only placed them close to the camera with the combination of the oak forest pack, and it all worked out just fine. Yeah. Then I added some fog to add depth to the scene. I proceeded to find rocks and ground assets to put into the scene, going back in and out of the camera to see if anything looks off. I then added plants to the scene because a forest with no plants is like a watermelon without water.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
And after that is done, I decided to make some small changes to the car so that it would look old and dirty.
2,000 years later.
It took quite a while, but it was worth it. I just did a little bit more tweaking to the light, added some more trees to cover the emptiness in the background. I also added dust particle as well, just to make the scene feel more alive. And finally, it was done.